Hello, everybody. I'm changing up the flow of this intro because I can't remember it for some reason. Welcome to Last Brain Cells Left. I'm Bot. This is Finn. You already know what's going on. Well, if you don't, welcome. I thought I had a plan going into this. I really didn't have a plan going into this. So get a seat, get comfortable, and get ready as we present to you our Last Brain Cells Left. How you been, Finn?
I forgot to get water before we started recording.
Oh, boy.
I'm
dehydrated is how you've been.
Dehydrated. I'm doing good. I just finished recording. Probably shouldn't have recorded this early in the morning. By the way, it's 10:36.
What do you mean
but
this
when
early?
I started, when I started recording, it was like 9:30, I think.
Okay.
It's just like a big project for my history class. So I'm in the video and I'm like, Columbus discovered America, and he did the damn thing.
Time that he sailed across the ocean.
He was a dick, honestly. And here's a quote to prove that. And here's my works cited, which I need to finish that.
It's so interesting that that's what your morning voice sounds like, and my morning voice sounds like a smooth jazz radio host.
I wish my morning voice was my normal voice. It's so I've always had like a weird dream, and I know that you can train your voice to do this, but I've always had. I want a raspy voice. Oh, I love raspy voices.
You want a raspy voice?
Yes.
Like
women with raspy voices are my downfall.
Now, do you mean like is her name Anastasia? I think her kind of raspy voice, or like Miley Cyrus, like you never really know if you're in the journey.
No.
Okay.
Not like that. No.
Well, I always think of the video where someone played a clip of that interview, and then after that was a dude just ripping a very bubbly and wet fart, and it sounded alarmingly similar.
I always watch this one video of this guy. Mm-hmm. I forgot what he says, but he's like if a dude was Valley Girl, and I can do the accent, but it was just literally when girls tell you that they don't want to go surfing, but honestly they're just kind of lying. I think he says something like there's no such thing as a summer body, all girls are beautiful, but also you should lose weight. And then it'll
lovely.
Hard cut to a guy opening a really creaky door. And it's so funny.
I love when you get
hilarious.
little audio clips that work so perfectly like that. It's
I
so
know.
good.
It's amazing.
It just fits into the whole theme of well-timed comedy. It's just there's something to be said about, and it's my favorite stuff, comedy that is so clever that it's stupid.
Yeah.
I do that shit all the time, where I try really hard to be really clever about really stupid shit, or draw comparisons between things that have no previous connections. But it's why the fuck would you ever think that? Why would your brain ever put those two things together?
Yeah.
I love shit like that. And I can't think of any examples right now because I put myself on the spot mentally. But it when you hear. It's one of those things where when you hear it. I want to make people hear one of my jokes and pause for a minute to really take in what I said and go, oh, I get it. That's stupid.
That's stupid.
I love that shit where I see people process what I said and then realize how profoundly stupid it is. That's my favorite shit.
Yeah, I like those jokes too. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I had something to go along with it. Anyways, I started school.
You sound like you've started school.
Oh God, yeah.
Respectfully.
Can you hear my entire body dying?
The soul, the soul leaving your body. Yeah.
I started school, and I've got a few stories about school. For those of you who don't know, so I'm obviously, when I say I started school, I'm 24. I'm going to college. I'm majoring in psychology.
Woo.
I immediately within the first 2 weeks, I had to write a memoir, and it was 10 questions in essay format. But she just wanted 2 paragraphs per question.
Right.
So, but still, that's a lot of things to do. And the memoir also kicked my ass because I decided to write literally about the most traumatic part of my life ever. Which I meant to. It was a challenge for
It
myself.
was a choice, but still.
Did it help me work through my own trauma? No, not at all, actually. But I'm actually really proud of it. No, I'm really proud of it.
Yeah, you know, a little bit. I feel a bit better afterwards, but just no, not at all. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's not that I feel better.
It's less that I feel better about that stuff. Which, by the way, I don't care about talking about this. I'm talking about my manipulative, toxic, super bad ex. I normally don't go into details online because I don't want to put that on anybody. I don't want anybody to think that like I'm miserable. I'm not miserable. Yeah. I just have more baggage.
Yeah, yeah. No, I 100% feel that.
Yeah, so you know, I had to write this memoir, and just so everybody knows, I don't like saying my ex's name. That's something that I have carried with me for, what are we in, 2025? For like 4 years of when we, you know, separated or whatever, when I stopped talking to her. I don't like saying my ex's name. If somebody has her name, I'm okay with it a little bit, but I don't like saying her name. Which sucks because there is a character in Stardew Valley who has the same name as my ex.
Oof.
But yeah, so, and it's like everybody's like, it's one of everybody's favorite characters, I think. So every time somebody's talking about it, I'm always like,
Oh no, it really narrows it down. That really narrowed down the list of names, though.
Yeah, I think I don't really care if people know. I just don't like saying it, so I'm not gonna say it.
Fair.
It's not for her privacy or anything. I'm weird about that.
I
don't know why. Yeah, I just don't like saying it. So I had to type it multiple times. And that sucked. And I could only do about 2 paragraphs at a time. There was one paragraph specifically when I was talking about when I was like, when I realized that I should really get out of that situation. And for those of you that are not okay with it, it's not sewer slide. It's more coming to terms with okay if I died.
No, I feel that.
So
me and my friend, we coined a term. We stumbled on a term called livant. We're like, you don't want to die, but you really don't want to be alive either. So you're just livant.
Exactly. Yeah,
Shout out to Tao for that one. I as someone who has lived with depression for as long as I can really remember, I think that's the feeling you're trying to describe, because I'm way too intimately familiar with it. What
had happened was, and this is again how I realized that I was like, I need to get out of this situation. So it was kind of a good thing, but also not a good thing. I had gotten a kidney infection. I know why. I will not say why, because you don't need to know that information. But just based off of what I just said, you could probably guess why I got a kidney infection. But I got a kidney infection. And I just like, once it hits kidney infection level, you're not supposed to let it run. Like, you're supposed to go to the doctor as fast as you can. Which is why when I got one recently, I was like, hey, like I told my mom, like, you know, let's go. We gotta go. I let this thing run for 5 days before I went to a doctor.
Oof.
And you know, I've said this many times. My ex is a dick. My ex is the only person that I will openly call her the C word.
Fair.
Yeah. So I let it run for like 5 days. I had Taco Bell for breakfast, and then I threw it all up. Haven't had Taco Bell for breakfast since.
So maybe, could that have been just because you were eating Taco Bell for breakfast?
No.
Oh.
No, it was just, okay. It got real bad.
I don't like Taco Bell, so that's my own bias leaking through there.
I like Taco Bell for regular food, but not for breakfast.
Fair. You know what?
Breakfast
Fair.
Actually wasn't good.
As someone who's had it all of twice in my entire life, I will reserve judgment to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, once was at like 1 a.m. The other time was like I got a thing that I was like, this doesn't have a lot in it. I feel like I'll enjoy it. And this was like a year ago or so. Regardless.
Okay. Yeah.
Not to derail your story about my experiences with Taco Bell.
It's okay. So yeah, I let this thing run for like 5 days, I think it was. And I don't know what it was, but I was just like I remember laying in bed and just being like, if I die, I'll be okay with that. Like, it'll get me out of here. I'm good. Because I had spent like the past year and a half, like, you know, hating on my family. Hating on my family. And so I thought like, oh, well, they don't want me back. So like, I have nowhere to go. I'm like, So, if I die, livant, I'd be okay with it.
Livant is,
and then I don't
is a
know
great
what,
term.
yeah, I don't know what possessed me or what, but I was like, no. Like, no. I'm not going to do that. And so I walked, I kid you not, on a 5-day kidney infection, which I'll explain how bad it was in a second. I walked 1.5 miles to the nearest urgent care. And when you have a kidney infection that bad, you are running a high fever.
Say, it doesn't sound like it would be fun.
Yeah, and this is Oregon in April, so it was still cold. So like 52 degrees Fahrenheit outside, which is decent. It's cold enough.
Right.
While I'm running a fever of over 100. Shivering, like I'm layering just, hoodies and on top of a sweater and then I had like leggings and then sweatpants on top of that. And then I had like my winter socks. So I walked 1.5 miles because my ex didn't want to take me to the urgent care. And I learned that kidney infections come in 5 stages. Stage 5 is kidney failure. It's like you need to go into what's that word? Oh my god, it's not detox. It's
a hospital.
No, well, yes, but basically you're living on a machine. Like your kidney, it can only be used on a machine.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know. I don't know the term. Eggy would definitely know the term. I don't know the word. Someone with medical knowledge, let us know.
Dialysis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you need to be on dialysis. There's 4 stages of kidney infection. Stage 4 is kidney failure.
Okay.
I was on stage 3.
Oh
yeah.
No.
So for those of you, I'm just gonna read the like symptoms. It says it can be life-threatening and include high fever, sepsis, and confusion. Which I did have a high fever. I did have confusion. Didn't have sepsis though, which that would have sucked. Kidney function is severely impaired, and urine may contain large amount of bacteria, blood, and pus. I never saw any pus, but blood, yes. I thought I was on my period for a little bit. So yeah, I wasn't doing good, and the doctor did tell me. So like, based on how bad your kidney infection is, you'll get an amount of antibiotics. So the one that I caught early recently, I got 10 pills, 2 times a day, every 12 hours or whatever, right?
Right.
So that was for 5 days. This guy gave me like 2 months worth of pills.
Oh shit.
And he was like, you need to take this every single day, 12 hours apart. If you stop, you need to start all over again.
Oof.
And he also told me, he was like, if you reject these, you need to go to the ER immediately. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So that's how close I came to kidney failure.
Ooh boy.
Yeah, my poor kidneys, dude.
That's a spicy fucking meatball right there.
Oh yeah, it's a spicy meatball. Yeah, so that's kind of like, that's when it hit me. I was like, and then on top of that, like there was one night where like I woke up, like just throwing up from the kidney infection, and
Seems
I
normal.
like ran to the bathroom, and I remember as I was like sitting there in the bathroom, like, calling for my ex, being like, hey, I'm throwing up. And she was just literally sleeping and did not care. Her excuse was, I have work tomorrow, so stop disturbing my sleep.
Bruh.
Yeah. I went like back in time to like, there's this one time where she was sick, like super, super sick. And she threw up. And the second I heard her throw up, I'm a sympathetic puker. So if I see someone throw up, I'm gonna want to throw up too.
I'm so lucky I don't have that.
I hate having that so much, because it sucks. Because like I want to help people when they throw up, but I can't.
Right.
Like, because if I look at it, if I smell it, it'll And so the second I heard her, I ran to the bathroom and I was like, I'm here to help. Like I can clean it, whatever.
Right.
And then I just like was thinking, like sitting over the toilet, just being like, dude. Like really?
Don't throw up. Don't throw up.
I think like 2 weeks later, like sitting over the toilet when I was sick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and being like, dude, seriously, like you can't get up for like 10 minutes at most just to help me. Like I can barely move. I'm shivering like I've never shivered like that in my life. And I was just like, I need to go. I need to leave.
Something's gotta change.
I think it took me like a week because I was still like getting back from the high fever. And it took me like a week, and I was like, hey, I'm leaving. Like, so just so you guys know, I always say this, my ex was everything, all the abusives except for physically.
Right.
Which still isn't a good thing.
Right. But it could have been worse, I think, is what you're trying to get at.
Yeah, so I was very used to saying like one thing and then getting screamed at, which is why I can't get yelled at. That's actually a weird trigger that I have now. I didn't know about that until like maybe 2 years ago.
That makes sense.
One of my friends yelled at me and I shut down, and I was like, oh wow, I don't like this feeling.
You learned something about yourself in that moment is what I'm gathering.
No, literally, yeah. And so I was like, it was the only time I screamed at her. And I was like, I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm moving out tomorrow. And I called my mom and I was like, hey, I know you probably hate me, but I gotta go. I gotta leave. And my mom, shout out to my parents. I have such like, my family is so cool. My mom immediately was like, I don't hate you. Like, move back in.
That's good.
Like, I'll pick you up tomorrow. Like,
Love
I'll let
that.
your dad know and we'll go pick you up tomorrow. I think they lived like, how far were they? Like maybe 2-3 hours, something like that.
Damn.
And they did. They came there the next day. They were like, do you need help packing? What do you need? And I was like, nope, I got everything. Because I had packed the night before.
Right.
And I was just like, and I looked at my ex and I was like, bye. And I left.
Good for you.
That was the last time I ever saw her.
Honestly, this is one of those like good for you for doing that moments.
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't know how I did it. I'm like being so 100% genuine, and I said that in my memoir too.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't know how I bounced back from that, because like when I moved back in with my parents, I was a shell of a person. In my like depression and all that, we never cleaned the litter box, so we were literally living like
near and around ammonia.
Smelled awful. Our by the way, our trailer was like 1,000 feet or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like, it was really bad. I had to throw away like half of my clothes because I just couldn't get the smell of cat piss out of them.
Oof. Cat piss is one of those stenches that
it's
really
so hard to get
deep
out.
And lingers.
Oh my god! If you don't wash it like immediately,
yeah, you got to be on top of that shit.
It's gonna take multiple washes, and then your clothes are ruined because you just washed them like 15 times in a row. But yeah. So for those of you who are thinking right now, oh, I'm so sorry, Dolphin. Don't be. I'm doing great, actually.
I feel that, because
when I moved back in with my parents, I was a shell of the person I was, and so like, it was my mom said it the other day. She was like, you were like a shell of what, obviously she said my real name, but she was like, you were a shell of what Finn was. Mm-hmm. And you somehow managed to become Finn again. And I was like, well, not exactly. I'm like, I'm Finn, but with a whole lot of baggage. But,
yeah. With extra
I'm trying my best.
Yeah,
it's just extra character development. And I'm like, and I'm obviously I'm proud of myself. And it's so funny because there's a quote. I didn't know it originated from this movie, but it's so funny that it originated from this movie. Mm-hmm. Do you know the movie Sing?
Yes.
There's a quote from that movie that I live by. And it's when the koala has lost everything and he says, I've hit rock bottom. There's nowhere else to go but up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I just got chills saying it. And
That's
I'm
a great
like,
quote.
That's insane. And there's that one. And then there's one from The Lion King where it's like, oh my God, the past can be hard, but the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it.
Yeah, which is...
And that's another one that I'm
it's
like,
a good one.
I got chills again.
It's crazy because those are both things that I've agreed and felt with and kind of stumbled on feeling that way through living my own life. But I don't like consciously remember getting those ideals or quotes from those movies specifically. But I really resonate with them. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. Mm-hmm. So it is so fascinating.
Yeah.
We are very different people, but there are definitely parallels between our personalities.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, which is what makes it a fun dynamic.
Yeah.
Because,
but yeah, so the memoir was really hard to write. And there was one day, I can't remember Oh yeah, no, I literally just talked about it. It was the paragraph about the kidney infection.
Yeah.
That I literally just like I wrote it. Mind you, this was the day before it was due, so I had to finish the essay.
Yep. Know that feeling.
I wrote that paragraph and I had to take like a break for like an hour, and I was just like, and my way. So when I dissociate, the smartest thing to do is to kind of bring yourself back, like to center yourself again, like because what happens is due to trauma and all that, I dissociate, and then my brain gets pulled back into those memories and puts me back there. And so what I do is I will literally to center myself. Some people you can use your different feelings. So a lot of people, what they will do is they'll be like, yeah, so this and this happened, and like, oh, look at that that purple cup right there with the purple polka dots. Like, isn't that really cool? So it centers you, because you have to pay attention to something that's right in front of you right now.
Correct.
So what I do is I blast music into my ears.
Hey, if it works,
because
it works.
It does. It's like I have to focus on the music that I'm listening to right this second. That wasn't out when I was with my ex. So it's like it recenters me. So I was blasting Billie Eilish.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, it was great.
What's funny is what I
managed to get through it and write it, and it was good. I'm proud of it. I sent it to a few people just because I was like, I'm proud of this. I want people to see it.
It's good that you can experience everything and you can look at the whole picture of everything and be like, I'm proud of where I am now, and I'm proud of how things have developed since then. That's a good thing to do. And I feel like that shouldn't be overstepped, overlooked. I feel like people are always quick to just kind of like overlook that fact, but it's not easy for a lot of people. So I think that's something to really like focus on and be like, this is cool. This is good. This is a cool thing you did, Yeah,
that's why I say it's like it didn't help with my like healing process like I thought it would.
Right.
But damn, am I a good writer?
Hey, you know what? Silver linings, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's so interesting too, because the way I was thinking about it, the way that I will typically center myself, and both center myself, and also if I need to just like, because depression's weird, right? It's a very weird thing, right? Because I'll have days where I will wait, and for no reason, like nothing causes it, but I'll have days where I'll just like wake up and like I don't feel anything today. Like I had no emotions, no, like nothing makes me feel like I've literally like a few of my buddies. I've definitely texted one of them like, say something that's gonna piss me off. I need to feel something today. Like, I've definitely sent that text a few times, but
great. Now I know if I ever get that text, I'll just say the FNAF movie was good.
Oh fuck you.
You're welcome. See, it worked.
That was too quick. Well done.
I tried to remember it for a second. I was like, what was the movie that he got so pissed off about last time in another podcast episode? I was like, oh, the FNAF movie.
Fucking well done, Finn. That was good.
Yeah.
But the thing I will usually do to center myself is I open up my PlayStation and I open up Tony Hawk Pro Skater Remaster 1 and 2, and I start a new character, and then I beat the game. Because I've played that game a bunch, and I played Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 as a kid a fuckload because my brother had a PS1, and so I, by proxy, like had access to it, and played the shit out of that game. Loved the remake when it came out. I'm like, this is great. And so now, like, I did it, like, before I moved into my apartment, and just a lot of things, like, job search-wise were going really shit, and just, like, a lot of shit had happened that day, and I was like, fuck, I'm staying in a house that isn't mine. I'm like staying in like my girlfriend's house with her two roommates, and like everything's going wrong, and I'm just like, fuck it, I just need something. So I literally just like that. It was like, I don't even know, it was like 1 o'clock. I think it was like around 1, right? But by the time they got home at 4:45 or something, I had beaten the game with that brand new character that I started. Yeah. I give me 4 hours and I can beat that game. It's
video games are a big form of being able to get yourself back because you have to focus on them.
Yeah, and it was also my biggest form of like escapism for me growing up too.
Oh yeah, for
Not even like understanding what depression was, but like living with it. Like I very distinctly remember when I was very young trying to explain to, and I recognize it now as me trying to explain what depression felt like to my parents, and their reaction was to sign me up for an acting class because they thought I was practicing.
But acting can actually be good though.
Yeah, but it was like an improv acting thing, and it's like, and I was also in middle school.
I was gonna say acting can be good because you're putting yourself in a different person's shoes.
Yeah, and well,
right?
it didn't really help me.
Not yourself.
It didn't really help me because I was trying to be like, hey, I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't understand this. Do you understand this? Acting class. What's this?
Yeah, it's a form of escapism, but I personally don't think it's the best form of escapism.
No, it's kind of part of why I feel like I grew up way too fucking fast. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I've mentioned.
I grew up too fast for different reasons. I've said this before, but somebody very close to me passed away, and I was like 13 at the time.
Oh yeah.
So it really made me have to deal with the fact that like death can happen whenever.
Oh yeah.
And so between the ages of like 13 and 15, I just became 25. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah. No.
My frontal lobe fully developed in like 2 years.
I was literally like having this conversation with Luke like the other day. It's like I feel like I've been this age for so fucking long.
I know.
Like,
it's weird.
I was talking to, because I recently went over to my school to do scheduling for the next quarter that's coming up. And I was meeting with my advisor and we were talking about stuff, and I was like, I'm awkward sometimes and I yap a lot to like fill the silence, and I feel bad about certain things, and it's like I talk a lot.
I gotta talk to
and then my advisor was like, well, it's okay because I'm a really good listener and nice. All that, and it's like, yeah, well, you know, it's a fun dynamic, and I don't remember how it came up, but I basically was like, somewhere along the line I got all the patience that the rest of my family never got. And they took a second to process it and like, you know, laughed along with like, oh, I get what you mean. That's funny. And they were like, well, that's a good thing though. And they were like, well, how long's that been, do you think? And I'm like, oh God. Yes.
Yeah.
Cause I just like, I come from a family of impatient people at times. And it's like, not all the time, right? It really depends on the scenario. But a lot of people just getting way too annoyed or pissed off or frustrated or way too something way too fast. And I was just sitting there as a child absorbing all this going like, something seems wrong here. But it's also fucked because my parents had me when they were in their mid-40s. So like, my dad just turned 70. I'm 25.
Yeah.
You know? Like... It's weird shit. Like, by the time I graduated high school, I didn't have any living grandparents. No, not even. By the time I got to junior year of high school, I didn't have any living grandparents.
I have 3 living grandparents.
I got none.
I got my sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Sorry. I'm really tired.
It's early in the morning. I get it.
Yeah. Also, again, school's been kicking my ass.
No,
I've got my grandmother on both sides, and then my grandfather on my mom's side.
Hell yeah. I mean, even like, because I've had like technically cousin, but they were like kind of like my aunt growing up. But like she died from cancer, and I had like one of my aunts like died from some medical reason that she just never told anyone about. So like by the time I was at my junior year of high school, I'd probably been to like 6 different family relative funerals. Yeah. And like,
I think I've only ever been to like, for sure, one.
At least one, fair. I don't recommend it.
I don't either.
No,
I mean, talk at that one.
Yeah, it's at a point now where like I process death alarmingly quickly. Like I don't really like, and I feel like I need to explain this. Death doesn't really upset me.
It depends for me. Yeah, I think it depends because here's the thing. I have cried myself to sleep on multiple occasions.
Right.
Thinking about my cat dying.
Oh, mood. That's a mood.
I'll just be looking at him and he's peacefully sleeping and I'm sobbing.
Yeah. Like, what?
He just like wakes up. He's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Like ugly crying. Like it's just so bad.
I know that feeling.
So I think it depends, but like I think like I don't want to say like if one of my friends died, I'd be okay. Like, no, I wouldn't.
Well, yeah.
You know?
That's why I say,
but like, I
feel
think
like
it just like depends on how close I am to the person, you know?
Yeah. Well, also it's like, I don't want it to sound like when people who are close to me die doesn't mean anything, because it does. But I don't like...
You just process it differently.
I process it differently, and it's not, let's say, like, I forget who I explained this to, but I said, like, I am one of the happier people you'll see at a funeral. And it's because everyone there is focusing on and is trapped on, like, oh, this person is gone and we no longer have this person.
Yeah,
and they haven't accepted that
who
part
they were. I think for me, a funeral is like, I'm the kind of person, I won't be happy at a funeral, but I'm the kind of person that's like, I don't want to mourn their death. I want to celebrate their life.
Yes. Oh my God. That's exactly my mindset, where it's like, by the time you told me, hey, this person is gone, I've already accepted it. Like, they're gone. I can't do anything about that. There's nothing I can do that can change that. It's happened. It's done.
Like, you can't do anything.
And what I'm doing,
but like,
the entire
let's think
time,
about the positive stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like,
it's 100% that, because like while I'm at the funeral, I'm remembering how that person affected my life, the memories that I have from them. Not only that, but I'm watching how damn near every funeral turns into family, friends, and strangers sharing stories and telling memories about this person. And that's like, that so should be the focus, right? I think.
Yeah. So here's the thing, and I do need to give this context. I'm okay with talking about this. The only reason why I don't is because I have this weird thing about people pitying me.
No, I get the same thing. I
hate it. And I also, and before you say anything in the comments, please, for the love of God, don't say my condolences, because I never know what to say with that. I don't know if to say thank you or sorry, or I don't know.
Right.
But listen, I'm okay. This was 10 years ago, 11 years ago. I don't know how many years ago, a bunch of years ago.
Right.
And the only reason why I don't talk about this is because I don't like making people sad, and I don't like making people pity me. The person that I always talk about that I lost when I was 13 was my sibling. She was my sister. And the only reason why I'm giving this context is because I literally just said that I talked at her funeral. And she had, it's called Williams syndrome. If you look it up, one of the biggest things is they don't have a sense of stranger danger. So literally everybody was her friend. So her funeral was family, friends, and when I say friends, I mean this was a huge church and it was packed.
Hell yeah.
There was people walking up to my family just being like, hey, you don't know me, I don't know you, but I met your daughter at the bank one time.
Yep.
Yeah. So when people started going up and telling stories, everybody was like, you know, just saying like, oh, I'm so sorry, and you know, God needed another angel, which ooh, never tell me that. Never say that to me. It's the whole reason why I'm not religious. Like, oh, I could talk about that for hours. Anyways, so then I went up, and like I was told by so many family members are like, hey, you just lost your sister, it's okay if you don't want to talk. And I was like, you know, not to add a marble, but I was like, F that. Like, no, I want to talk about her. All these people are crying, talking about, you know, that she's dead. Right. I want to talk about when she was alive.
Right.
And so I told a funny story. And, you know, mind you, I was still a kid. I was 13, right?
Right.
So I didn't really know what to say at a funeral, especially not for one that was like for my sibling.
Right.
So I told this really funny story. Mind you, my sister could only speak Spanish. She didn't speak English. And so there was this one time where she took, we used to have these, like, they weren't porcelain, but they were like plastic, but there was like that sturdy plastic.
Yeah.
Like, they had like characters
rigid
on them.
Yes.
Yeah. It was a bowl. And I don't know what led to it or what, but she took the bowl and she didn't throw it, but she like swung it right at my face. And it, like, right on my eyebrow just hit me.
Hell yeah.
Like, point blank. And so I was crying because that hurt.
Oh, yeah. I imagine it wouldn't feel good.
And so I was crying, and my mom comes into the room. And my mom's like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? And she looks at my mom, and she was pissed at me. So she was like, you know, screaming at me, like my sister was screaming at me or whatever, which is why she swung the bowl. She looks at my mom, 180-degree change, just looks at my mom and goes, "Hi, Mom." Like, fully just, you know, a little sibling.
Yep, super cheery.
And at the time, at the time my brother wasn't born, so she was the youngest. So it was, you know, she's the baby. And so my mom was like, "What are you doing?" And she was like, "Nothing." And I'm like gripping my eyebrow, crying.
You're right.
Next to her.
Like a cartoon box sound effect happened a minute beforehand.
Yeah, literally. And so that's the story I told at her funeral. And like, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and be like, people were laughing. They were clutching their stomach. Like, no, but people were like smiling, you know? And it's like, I don't want people to think of her as like dead.
Yes.
For those of you who are wondering, we did not have an open casket. My entire family believes in, at least my immediate family believes in cremation, because I hate the idea, and so does my mom, and so does my dad, and so do both my brothers. Obviously, I didn't know I was going to lose my sister at that age, so we didn't really ask her.
Right.
But we were all like, yeah, cremation, because the idea of having to look at my sister, I think that would have traumatized me more.
Fair.
I did see her after she passed away. Like, I saw her body, but, like, she didn't look dead. It was weird. Yeah. It was actually really weird. So I was just, like, kind of like, okay. So really, for a really long time, it just felt like she went on vacation and she was just going to come back someday, which was another really weird feeling. I don't feel that anymore. Like, I've accepted the fact that she's not coming back, unfortunately, you know?
Right. I know what you mean.
And if anybody is wondering, she would be, how old would she be? She'd be 21, I think. Yeah, because I'm 24. She'd be 21. Turning 20. Actually, she'd be 22 because her birthday was in March.
Right.
So yeah, and that's something crazy because she passed away when she was 10. It was completely unavoidable. She actually passed away of a brain aneurysm.
Yeah. I had an aunt who had the same thing. So.
Yeah. So it was completely uncontrollable. Which was another thing that, like, I put in my memoir, not about her, but about with my kidney infection. One of the reasons why I managed to get myself out of bed that day was just, like, my thought process was, like, my family has already lost one daughter to something uncontrollable. This is controllable. I can go get help.
You can control this, yeah.
Yeah. And so I was like, I can't do this to my parents again. So
I feel that.
Dragged myself out of bed. But yeah, so it's something unavoidable, uncontrollable. We had no idea that was going to happen. Kids with Williams syndrome are not prone to brain aneurysms. They're prone to heart problems. And we had her heart checked out and it was fine. So I don't know how that happened or what happened, but
yeah, I don't know either. It
was weird.
The thing with my aunt was
it's something that, and if you do survive, an aneurysm, you survive in like a vegetative state.
So my aunt did actually at first, and then she died maybe like a year or so later after. There was some time after her aneurysm, but like when she was still recovering in the hospital, it was like she hardly knew who she was.
Yeah,
exactly. Like, I remember visiting her and like she knew who I was, and this was when she was a lot better. Like, because my dad had spent a lot of time there because it was his sister. But I remember visiting one time, like on a good day, and even then, like her memory of things were a little cloudy, and like she'd ask a question like, "Who is that?" And we remind her like, "Oh, okay, yes, I remember." Like you have to like remind her.
No,
and that was a
good
day for her.
Yeah.
But it took her so long to like fully recover her brain, and even after that, she was like mostly herself. But you could tell it's like things were different.
But you could tell there was something missing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I always like. It's a awful opinion to have. And it's an awful thought to have to come to terms with. But there was a part of me that I was like, I'm kind of glad she passed away. Because
living through some
Williams
stuff,
syndrome plus being in like a vegetative state or just a state where like your brain isn't really functioning.
Right. It's a bad combination.
That would have been... I think that she would have suffered. And I that's why I'm like... I'm a little bit glad. And also... And I think my parents would have done good with like protecting. But... Again, they don't know what stranger danger means.
Right.
And she was 10, you know, her body was starting to develop. So it's kind of like, you know.
Yeah.
There's really bad people out there.
Yeah. There's a lot of bad people in the world, so I understand what you mean. Where it's like it's not a good thing that's happened, but you can see you can see the positive and the upsides in what people will just look at and be like, this is only horrible. So
yeah, exactly.
It's very fascinating and kind of refreshing when you talk to someone who has like similar viewpoints on these things, you know?
Yeah, it really is, because like I always like for a really long time I hated myself for having that opinion. I was like, what the hell is wrong with me?
Right.
But then like I talked about it I think to my mom or something, and it was like she was like, I can see where you're coming from. She's like, I don't really agree with it because, you know, it's obviously different, you know, for a mother.
Obviously. Yeah.
But she was like, I can see where you're coming from, and I was like, cool, great.
Right. And it's not like you're coming from a point of view it's like, fuck this person. It's like, no,
yeah, and obviously no, yeah.
It's like clearly not.
Yeah. So I was, so that's anyways, I started playing Batman Arkham Asylum. Can we move on? Jesus, we've been talking for 40 minutes about depressing ass topics.
Well, but I think what's good about how we talk about these things is we're not talking about it from how it's weighing us down. We're talking about it's like how we moved past things and how we heal from them. So I think it's actually a very productive and positive conversation because like I've had this joke, right? And I've told this joke to definitely my girlfriend and a lot of my friends. When I die and there's like music just like errantly playing in the background, I want someone, at least one person, to like find the iPad or the Spotify or something that has the music on like a playlist loop or whatever, and just add to the queue, just so and then shuffle it, like just randomly just hide somewhere in the mix, so that while everyone's at my funeral, it just at some random point, just over the speakers, you just hear.
No, I want at my funeral. I wanted to randomly play. Tequila. That was my first thought. Was like tequila.
I just want Pop
I don't even like tequila
because the moment you get near the Pop Goes the Weasel part, everyone will look at the casket and go, "Did he?" Like, you know.
I want something like super
fucking
funny.
Hilarious. I love
like
that
I want
so
like
much.
Sweet Caroline, but like everybody like does the ba ba ba, you know. Good times never felt so good, good, so good.
I also
like that's what I want at my funeral. I want my funeral to be a party. I don't want it to be sad. Yes. Yeah.
Like I wear so much black nowadays in my outfit. I've worn enough black, so all of you motherfuckers who were there, like, I want you to party. No one's allowed to wear black at my funeral. Fucking, I want there to be. I want people to have a fucking time. Like,
everybody
throw a barbecue at my parents' house. Like, I don't give a shit. Fucking like
open casket barbecue. At
dude. If they turn my casket into a smoker, that shit would be lit.
That would be so cool. Actually,
that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like. I don't like legit. I don't give a shit. Like, take my face and put me on a fucking Necronomicon. I do not care.
Can y'all like rip a bong right next to my ashes, please? Mix my ashes with a little bit of cocaine, you know, just so that I can have fun in the afterlife.
Why is it spicy? Oh my god, I love that so much.
I want you to throw every kind of drug imaginable into my ashes, please and thanks.
Just make like a witch's cauldron. That shit's gonna like, like that shit's gonna have like an acid skull mark. Like
I want every single kind of drug to be in my ashes, and then dump it into a bong and rip it.
That bong,
ashes and everything.
The cloud that would come out of that bong would go like, and would have a skull in it. Like it would be poisonous. Yeah. Oh my! It would literally be like Scooby-Doo type shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh god. I want my ashes to be snorted, please and thanks.
Gives a whole new meaning to Last Brain Cells Left. Oh my god.
But I would snort your ashes. How did we get here? He's dying.
Oh god.
Anyways. Sorry, we just have to take a moment to laugh our asses off.
I need to turn on a fan. I'm sweating.
Oh my god, me too. God. Good thing I already have one on.
God damn it. That's so fucking amazing.
But I would.
Holy shit. That's one of my favorite quotes to ever come out of the show. Oh my fucking god.
But I'd snort your ashes.
Oh. I want so badly to make that the title, but I can't. I can't put that in the title.
Snorting ashes.
Oh my god, that's insane.
God, that needs to be quoted in your Discord.
I can't do it till after the episode. That's too good.
It's so
I can't
funny.
spoil that.
I know, right?
Oh my god.
Oh god.
That hit me so.
Maniacal
So you started playing
laughing.
Batman.
Yeah, speaking of maniacal laughing, started playing Batman. God, but you know what? I'm struggling to get through that game. It's not bad. Like, it's a good game. It's a good-ass game.
Have you never played a
it.
game with that combat style before? Because I feel like Arkham combat is very like trademarked of what it is.
Yeah, I don't know if I've played game combat style.
Yeah?
That one.
Easy for you to say.
I always see games compared. When games have good combat, everybody's always like, oh, it's like Arkham Knight or Arkham Asylum. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to play this game. And it was on one hell of a sale.
Honestly,
like, it's like the whole collection for $5.99.
It was just because Batman, I think Arkham Asylum was the first one to, like, the first game to have that, like, everyone in a circle, like, punch counter, like, style of like, that was the first one to really have that style of combat. That's why everyone calls it that. Yeah,
and I'm not gonna trash it. Like, it's good. That combat is good. It's so smooth.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it's really nice actually. So I've been playing it, but I don't know. I haven't I think I just lack motivation to keep playing games right now.
I feel that.
But I want to finish it because I pre-ordered Ghost of Yote.
Oh shit!
So I want to finish it before that comes out. I think that's coming out October 2nd. So I still got time, but. But yeah, so I'm very excited for that.
I really hope that game does well.
I really hope it does too.
This is a part of me
I'm a
that's,
little
like,
sad because
worried.
Connor the other day was talking about how he was going to drop Ghost of Tsushima.
Damn.
Just because he can't find the motivation to play it. And I was like, damn. It's like, that's such a good game though. That game is so good.
It's such a great, like, cinematic piece of a game.
Yeah.
Maybe it's one of those things where, like, he'll play it off stream. Maybe is that a thing?
Maybe. I don't know. I think I don't know. He struggles to play games off stream sometimes.
I feel that. Like, that's like with me with, like, Silk Song, where, like, I feel like I want to play it sometimes, but I want to play it exclusively on stream because I want to have it, not because it's like this needs to be content, but I would rather have it documented in some way.
Yeah.
It's my weird way of being like, I want to do it this way.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
But me and somebody else were laughing because so when I play video games, I'm normally in a Discord call and I'm just like streaming the video game onto Discord and people watch, or like, friends will join and watch.
Right.
The voice acting in Arkham Asylum is so funny to me.
Oh yeah.
Because it's literally just like Joker took over the asylum. And it's like, okay, he sure did. And then, of course, like, everybody is, like, at a 1, and then Mark Hamill being Joker is, like, at 1,000. Mm-hmm. Like, his voice acting is so unbelievably good.
Kevin Conroy is it Kevin Conroy? I think his name's Kevin Conroy as Batman. It's iconic.
Yeah, it's iconic,
Batman for so
and I
long.
can see why. Yeah.
But I know what you mean, where, like, everyone else, it feels cartoonish. Some of the good, like, I remember playing Arkham City, and some of the goons were, like, talking about Batman, and if you, like... go and drop down and stand behind them, they'll like continue their conversation and be like, yeah, it just feels like he can be anywhere, he'd be like standing right behind us, and that would be like, it'd be insane. And I'm just like, so fellas,
Yeah, so I got that, and then I got Gotham Knights, which I've heard Gotham Knights isn't the best game ever.
It's one of the more recent ones. I feel like Arkham City is the best one by a wide margin.
Is it Gotham Knights follows the Arkham series, doesn't it though? Like, I could have sworn I heard something about that.
Arkham Knights or Arkham, it was the one
Gotham Knights.
after Arkham City.
Yeah.
Well,
no, I'm not talking about Arkham Knights. I'm talking about Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knight. Oh.
Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knights, it follows whatever the one after Arkham City was. Because Arkham City is the one where there's like the guy who, I don't know, man. I didn't play that game. People didn't like it as much because it had like, oh my god, apparently the car, like the Batmobile, like is one of the worst cars in video games that like controls.
I've heard it's super slippery. Yeah.
I heard it's so bad.
Yeah. So that's video games. Speaking of video games, so normally I go on Thursdays, I go to class at 6 o'clock, but today I'm going at 3 because I signed up for the gaming club.
Ooh!
Which I'm on my knees praying that it's not just a bunch of stinky dudes.
I mean, non-zero
chance. Hate to make assumptions about gamers, but am I wrong?
I mean, we know what we are.
Yeah.
There was a games club when I was at Marist for a year.
I too am a stinky dude.
I mean, hey, listen. Well, one of us.
One of us. Yeah,
there was a game society at Marist that I was a part of for a bit, and it really was like people would like gather in a room and do things. Like, it was, I don't know. I was kind of expecting it to be more like along the lines with like esports stuff, and there was a place for that, but it really wasn't the focus of it. And so, because I was really big into Smash Bros. And Smite at the time, a lot better at Smite than I was at Smash. But they didn't have like a Smite team. I'm curious
because I really only play on my my PlayStation, so I'm very curious to see what does gaming club consist of? Like, is it like?
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't just bring my PS5 to college. Like, that's not how that works.
Someone who like, because is it like? I'm assuming it's not just like a. Is it like an all-commuter campus type thing, or?
What do you mean?
Like the college itself, like is it all commuter? Are there people who like live there on like dorms, or is it like only commuters?
No, okay. It's a community college campus.
I feel like some people are just gonna like you said, just bring their consoles and stuff there. Be like, we're setting this up here, like because you'll have to also figure out how big of a thing it is. Because if there's a lot of people, then it's a lot harder. But if there's just like 15, 20, like 15, 10 people, then it's a lot more manageable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I feel like that'll depend.
Sorry if I go quiet. I just got a phone call. So I found out recently, and this has been like an ongoing joke, that what side of the altar I'm going to be standing on for my older brother's wedding.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. My sister-in-law wanted to claim me, but then my brother, all of his groomsmen, you're going to hear a clicking sound, all of his groomsmen, or like one of his groomsmen canceled.
Ah. Not fun.
And so he was like, hey, I need somebody. And so his fiance was like, okay, you can have Finn. And so, but it's been like, I didn't know who I was going with for a really long time. And so I'd always get messages to be like, you're with your brother. No, you're with me. No, with your brother. No, you're with me. No, you're with your brother. On either side of the altar, I'm wearing a suit. I don't care.
Right. Fair enough.
Because that's just what I'm comfortable in. And so finally she messaged me and she was like, okay, you're with your brother. That's it. And so I have to put in my suit measurements, but it's weird because I'm not a man.
Right.
And they've been calling me, and they actually just called me just now, but they've been calling me because they need like 2 measurements. That it's like they need my neck measurement and then my arm measurement.
Okay.
So that's why if I go quiet, just
you entertain. Doing suit stuff.
You do your thing. I'm doing suit stuff.
You do my thing. Well, like and
it's like I'm muting myself because if I don't mute myself, you're just gonna keep hearing this.
Just the tape measure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
It'd be like that. I'm so glad, because I'm also going to a wedding in October, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm not like in any like the groom's party, the bride party, or anything like that, which is fine. Like I'm not like saying like I deserve to be like no, I don't fucking. That's not my place or choice to say like who deserves to be where. But like I was, I've mentioned before my cousin's wedding. I was one of his groomsmen, and like it's a process to do, and it's not like it sucks to have to do this, but like I can understand how it's like it feels stressful because you're like, I don't want to be the reason that something gets fucked up. Like I don't want to be the reason that something looks wrong or something's out of place, and they can look and go like, oh, it's this guy's fault. Like this fucking bozo ruined it for the rest of us. It's like, no, I don't want to do that. So it's part of it is very freeing going to a wedding where I'm not like part of the wedding party in some shape, way, or form. It's fun.
Yeah.
And plus, I just get to go and hang out with some buddies. Like, Fuck yeah.
I know. I mean, granted, all the people that are going, I don't really know them that well.
Right.
So
yeah, I don't know everyone who's going to be at this wedding, but I know a decent amount, and I know the people who I do 100% know who are going to be there. I know it's going to be a fucking party.
Yeah.
And if not,
well, a lot of the
I know
people
I
that are
can
going to
like
that
fuck
wedding,
off. It's fine.
Yeah. Like on my brother's side of the family, a lot of them can't go because they're Nicaraguan, so they don't have visas.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that a lot of my sister-in-law's side are going.
I mean, that'll be like a good chance to meet some of them if you haven't met them before.
Yeah,
you know?
But I don't know. I mean, yeah.
I come from the side of
I'm
being
like,
a social
school.
butterfly sometimes.
I'm not a social butterfly.
Yeah, I've realized that I make a lot of introvert-leaning friends at times.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny because I'm just sort of like, whatever. I can talk to people. I can talk to strangers. I have no problem.
Well, I'm a what's it called? Omnivert, I think is what it's called. Where
Fair.
it's like if I'm around extroverts, I'll be extroverted,
right?
Or at least slightly more extroverted. But if I'm around introverts, I will be more introverted. And just my natural state is more introverted.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Because it's also weird for me because I don't know where my social battery recharges. Because sometimes my social battery recharges being around people, and other times it recharges when I'm like on my own. So I think I might be somewhere in the middle like you.
Yeah. But yeah, my sister-in-law told me multiple times, she's like, I'm going to get you to dance. And I'm like, you're going to have to make me guzzle alcohol.
Yeah, good luck with that one, Chief.
I want you to know, I've never been blackout drunk, but I think maybe blackout drunk would be how drunk you would get me.
Might have a high success rate if you did that.
Yeah. And like, I've never even hit, like, I've been pretty drunk, but I've never hit a point of like, I want to dance. I've hit the point of, I want to go do karaoke. I hit that point one time, but we didn't go.
Damn.
And then, but I've never hit, I want to dance.
I will dance around with people that I feel comfortable with, but if it's like a bunch of random strangers, I'm less inclined to. Like if it's people that I don't really know too well, I'm less inclined to be like, yeah, I'll go and do this. But if there's a bunch of people who I know who are like, fuck yeah, then I'll be like, okay, sure. I'll give this a try, I guess. Let's take a stab at it, you know?
We'll take a stab at it. So I do want to mention something real quick. We have like 30,000 topics on our Discord. I'm just going to write them all down, and at some point we'll do an episode where we just tackle all those topics.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was actually,
because we have a bunch of them, and a lot of them are really interesting.
If we didn't get into a whole like conversation that we did earlier, I was looking to pull one or two from there because we definitely have some really good ones. Yeah, we have some really good ones, especially recently. We've gotten some good ones. Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe next episode or the episode after is going to be just listener topics or whatever. So if you want to recommend topics, join the Discord.
Yeah.
This is not me ending the episode. This is just me saying. I'll say it later too.
It's a good plug. You will say it. Yeah.
Yeah. I also think I might post something on Twitter about that too, just to like if random people want to be like, hey.
That's true. I don't understand how like Twitter works. Because like I have a Twitter,
either.
But I use it as like a void to post stupid shit, you know?
Yeah, me too.
So like
I've posted
Luke is
two
really
things on my
it.
personal Twitter.
Luke is really good at Twitter, and I suck at it. He'll be the first to tell me that I suck at Twitter. Like I have like one like good tweet in like his opinion. I think I have two good tweets in his opinion, which the first one being you struggle to turn on women, I struggle to turn on these sinks, we are not the same. And then it's a picture of one of those like sensor activated sinks from a gas station. Because for some reason I can't get those fuckers to turn on for me the first time, like consistently. And so I posted that. The other one is I'm already 2 steps ahead. Y'all are just lucky the DJ said take it back now, y'all. Which I'm really proud of that one.
I posted 2.
So stupid.
I posted one actually during one of my classes on Tuesday. It said college is going to be so much harder than high school. You're not ready for it. And then in caps, yeah, well, my professor is letting me take home my exam for 4 days. Take that, high school teachers.
True. I had a I had a college professor walk into my class with a fitted backward New York Mets cap and be like, so, I had a whole thing about this, but like, SNL kind of did it better, so you guys want to just see that instead? Sure. It was like 9 in the morning, too. It was fucking crazy.
College is kicking my ass. It's harder than high school, but there's like some moments where I'm just like, they would never in high school.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. And then I posted one 10 hours ago. This is just me being desperate. It says, sit on my lap and make out with me until we both can't breathe, please and thanks.
Hey, yo. Hold on. I gotta fucking...
Hey, whoa.
Yeah, the hey, whoa picture's coming back for that one.
Yeah. So I posted that 10 hours ago. On Maine. Well, this is like my personal one, so like nobody follows me on there. I think like Fern and Redacted. There's our mention. Follow me on there. Throw up that stupid chicken art. I
will. Fern's gonna be listening to this and be like, no.
Yeah, they always get mad when we use that, which is why I love using it.
Oh God.
And then earlier today I reposted. I don't know. I think Redacted posted it, and then Wind just took it and ran.
Wind is so good at taking stuff and running with it. So
he's so good at that, yeah. And then I reposted a thing that says, me, hey Windows, can you delete this file, please? Windows, you got it. Oh my God, there's actually a program using it right now. Me, oh my God, who? Windows, oh my God, I can't say.
It's so fucking true. Holy shit. Oh, that's when I just say fuck it and I restart the entire computer and then I'll uninstall it frame
that
one.
Post so much, or like I'll uninstall something and then it's just like, oh, it's open here, and I'm like,
it's back.
Like, oh my God, I can't say.
What do you mean?
God, that post made me chuckle. Oh my God,
technology is so fucking stupid sometimes.
It really
as
is.
someone who worked in IT,
so
it's
funny.
like, I swear sometimes printers just be like, today I'm gonna fuck with this one.
Oh my, I hate printers.
You hate printers. You don't know half of it.
We have come to an age where if you have my face, you can make me say anything online with it, through the use of deepfakes and AI. Why don't printers work?
Fucking
just
true.
Connect to my computer,
Holy
please.
Shit. And not only that, if I set up this fucking connection, keep it. Don't forget the connection. Don't change your fucking settings. Don't drop it. Don't change your IP address when I tell you to keep it fucking static. Oh my God. Oh.
I just want to print my lesbian fan art, not go to the moon.
I just want these teachers to stop yelling at me. You can have your fucking goals. I just want to see titties
on printed paper.
Yeah, I need to make sure that this percentage of a tree was used for titties. That's what's happening.
Anyways, yeah, I hate printers so much.
Dude, you have no fucking idea. Respectfully.
It's so
and
awful.
ask your local IT guy what they think about printers. Also, be nicer to your local IT guy. They're trying.
Yeah. IT guys are great. I love IT guys. They're also like,
thank you.
I always found IT Okay.
What?
I always found IT guys adorable. Because you guys are just nerds.
Yes, correct. No, literally, I had I have a brother-in-law who married into the family who also works in IT. So I was like, yes, finally another one. And so, like most family gatherings now are just him and I talking shop, or like just talking about random shit like the Steam Deck or like other video game stuff. But at one point, I had a conversation with him. He was like. And I'm like, I had this real revelation when I was working in my office, or like in my like office space the other day, which he's like, is your office also a back room that they put a table in and said, put your laptop here? And I went, yeah. And I was like, do you prefer it when like not all the lights are on and it's just like slightly darker than the rest of the building? And he goes, oh fucking yeah, dude, it's the best. And I'm like, why do all of us IT guys have that like goblin in a cave energy to our preferences? Why do we need to be in a dark little corner? Like, why do we prefer it so much?
That's why I always found IT guys adorable, because it's like you guys, like, when you do have to leave your goblin cave, you're so awkward and like I'm just like, every time somebody like an IT guy has to come help me, I'm like, oh, that's like, you're such a nerd. Go touch grass.
That's why I'm like, that's fucking crazy. I'm so proud to be like a non-socially awkward IT guy, because I'm like fucking God to these teachers sometimes.
I was gonna say, you're not like that at all.
Oh God, it's so great when you can like be there to fix stuff and also make people laugh, because they feel so much better. I'm more. It's like, I'm annoyed that this is a problem that we both have to deal with now. And so I'm going to make jokes that we both have to deal with this problem. And that's how I will suss out if you're a cool person and I can talk to when I'm not fixing your shit or not. Like, that's how I gauge who's chill in the workplace, is like, oh, do you like my jokes when I'm here fixing your stuff? If yes, then chill. If not, then maybe won't. Maybe we'll really reevaluate talking to you in the future. It's so great because every IT department has stories.
Of my cat.
What happened?
And I hate to rip you away from what you're talking about, but my mom just sent me the cutest picture of Apollo.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And you need to see it, and everybody needs to see it.
What a beautiful creature. I've shown you the picture I got of Anna recently, right? That's like the greatest picture I've ever captured. I'm gonna send it again now because it's topical. But oh my god, it's because we pulled out from our bag of random free things that Eggy has accumulated of like dog toys from being a vet student, right? And one of them is just this like hard rubber like square chew toy. She fucking loves it for some reason, right? So she got it and had the zoomies running around with it, and I was taking a video of it, and as I was going through the video, I like stopped on a moment to take a screenshot, and it's probably the greatest picture I've ever captured of her. It's you have shown me so this. Amazing.
But I'm so glad I saw it again.
I fucking love this picture. It's so good.
It should be your phone wallpaper.
You know, it's not like a square aspect ratio, which is also I've gotten in trouble with Eggy before with stuff like this, where like my phone wallpaper is a picture of a campfire that I took because I like taking pictures of campfires. She's like, "You don't have me as your wallpaper. You don't love me." As like a joking thing. But like I like my wallpapers for my phone and like my desktop to be just like generic background things. Like nothing too specific or like too people thing. Like I don't know. It always feels weird to me when it's like, this is my phone. Let me look at my face on my phone all the time. Like it just feels very like vain, for lack of a better term. It's not to say that it is, but it doesn't feel like me, for lack of a better term. And it's not a commentary on anyone or any one specific thing, but that's just like
these
how
are
I
my
feel about
two wallpapers. Please ignore the playlist.
Angry Noot. We will not ignore the playlist. In fact, that will be one of the titles of this video.
Angry Noot.
Angry Noot will be one of the podcast titles now.
That's my angry playlist. It used to be called Villain Era, but I thought that was cringy, so I changed it to Angry Noot.
Fair. I'm gonna post the pictures of my wallpapers now. But you'll see, like, the one is, like, I really love, like, if there's a campfire, I fuck with my camera's, like, pro camera settings, or on my phone, to, like, get a picture of it. Yeah, I have a whole folder full of them. Like, I love taking pictures of campfires. And then the second one is, I have a buddy
what map is this?
He has a massive Minecraft world that he builds in all the time. And I don't remember who said it, but one of us at some point was like, we should make, like, a really big map of this. And then... we did, and it's become like an annual thing where he will just continue to just like plug away at the server. It's like his little like passion project. And so once a year, him and I like jump on a call and spend like a few hours and just make a massive map. And then we get a screenshot of it. And I have one for like but this was one of the first ones because that massive pyramid, right? For context of how big that pyramid is in Minecraft. And this is before the update. Right,
that's got to be huge.
So
maps are not.
That's the other part about it is that's entirely made of endstone. That pyramid.
Wow.
And it goes from sea level to the current sky limit.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, it's fucking massive. Like when I'm like in his server, it doesn't like fully rend, like on its.
That's
but like we've done that every year, and I can see if I have the most recent one. I'll find it on. I know it's on my phone somewhere. Oh, excuse me. I fucking laughed myself hoarse earlier when you said you'd snort my ashes. But no, it's a thing that we do every year now, and I have that as my I made that my home screen background on my phone, and I just really love that original one a lot. So I've kept it that like he will update his lock screen every year to be the most recent one, but I will keep it to be the first one because I enjoy it.
I just don't like if it's a lot of busy on my wallpaper. That's why I like the simplistic. That's my two wallpapers are very simple.
That's fair.
I also really like my two wallpapers because it kind of like gets my aesthetic a bit better with like the black and white. But yeah. I've been wanting to change them because I've had those wallpapers for a fat minute, and I'm really bad with that. Like, I will change my wallpapers like a minimum of like once every 6 months or something like that.
I feel that. I really haven't changed mine. Like, I'm pretty sure these are the same wallpapers I've had for the past like 2 phones.
Yeah. I've had my computer wallpaper for a really long time. It was the beach that I use in my streams, but I recently changed that, and now it's Expedition 33.
That makes sense. Man, you really like that game, huh?
Yeah. I love that game. Such a good game. I still haven't finished platinuming it. Also, that's the other thing I'm like so stressed about. I'm like, dude, what do I say? What do I say in this gaming club meeting? Do I just say like I platinum games? I'm sorry.
You could talk about that. Like, people are gonna be really interested to talk about that. I feel like
I have 25 platinums.
Hell yeah.
And counting.
I think people are gonna want to talk about that.
I want to clean my platinums though. Like there's a few games that I'm only missing like 2 or 3, and I really want to like go through and clean those up.
I feel that.
But I know that one of them is Kingdom Hearts, so I'd have to repurchase Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I remember you talking about this.
They took it off. They took it off the PS
Bullshit.
Plus, and I know I always talk about this, and it's annoying. Whatever.
It's bullshit.
Yeah, I'm missing 3 trophies from that.
Are the Infamous, like the older, like the PS3 Infamous games on that service?
Yes.
You should play them.
Yeah, I wanted to. I think they're on my list of games that I want to play.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I would have suggested
games.
them onto your list if they weren't already.
Yeah.
But
I'm
like,
sure
I really loved the first one a lot. And it's like, because did you play Infamous Second Son? Was it called? I think.
I have not played
It was like the PS4 one. Which I want to state, I like the PS4 Infamous. I don't think it's like horrible dog shit. But it's definitely like it's a departure from what made Infamous good, because part of what made Infamous good is they have a karma system where like you have to make choices that are like inherent, like good or bad, right?
Yeah.
But it's all things that affect not only you, they affect the world around you, and they affect your powers. It's super. The way they did it is really cool, and like. And all the choices felt like lofty. Like there was a legit justification for both the good and the evil choices.
Yeah.
Like it's like you can see why someone would make either one of the choices that they make in Infamous. It's one of those games where you want to play it twice because you want to play through it once doing all the good choices, and you want to do it like a second time just doing all the evil choices, because it's a different story and it's a different world that you get left with in the end.
Yeah.
And that was true for both the first and the second Infamous game. Which and they kind of like all the evil choices in Infamous Second Son felt like, do you want to be good and do the thing that makes sense for the narrative, or do you just want to be a dickhead? And it's like, well, so that's just kind of like lazy. It just doesn't feel like it's justified for him to be a dickhead. It feels like you're just being a dick for no reason. You know?
Yeah, Infamous Second Son is not on PlayStation Plus, but Infamous First Light, I think is what it was called. Yeah, that one is.
First Light, I think First Light was like a half DLC. It was like a Miles Morales kind of game, where like it focused on the story of one of the characters from Second Son.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's all interesting, and I like those games a lot, and I kind of miss what I wish, like, if any game could be remastered right now, probably those. Well, if any game could be remastered, it'd be the Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake. Fuck you, Ubisoft. I had to get that one in there. But if I could actually have any guaranteed, Infamous would definitely be a heavy consideration for me, just because it was a lot of fun, and I remember that game very fondly. And I feel like people don't really remember it or talk about it. So
yeah, I know it was on my list, but I think I might have taken it off. I guess I don't know.
It's a good one. It's a good one. I highly recommend. You know. Yeah,
I should. I don't know. There's so many games I have to play.
There's a lot of video games, and there's more shit coming out.
So many video games. I know.
That's like I still need to go back and like finish Metal Gear Solid 5. But, like every time I get into a groove of playing Metal Gear Solid 5, something else really fucking awesome comes out, and it's like, fine, I'll play this for a bit, then I'll go back to Metal. Oh, it's been 4 months. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, I have finished a lot of games this year though.
That's good. I've also been trying to make an effort to, to like properly finish games. So it was a problem for me for a while. I would like get near the end of a game, but I wouldn't do the final boss because like I don't want it to be over. But it's like in a sense, it already is. You just haven't like fully committed to it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm
Yeah,
like, well,
exactly.
let me actually finish this game.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really. For me, it's that, but with platinums, like I'll get to the last one and then I'm just like, I don't feel like it.
Yeah, well, because
That's what's
sometimes
happening right
certain
now.
planets are tedious.
I have 2 trophies left in Clair Obscur, and it's beating the hardest boss and then getting all the journals, which the last journal is behind the hardest boss, so
Oh, well, there you go.
I have to beat him. But I just I tried it once and then I was like, I'll do this later.
I feel that.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those that's gonna end up in the cleanup pile.
Mm-hmm.
But what a game. We were laughing because Abby, so Clair Obscur is free on Game Pass.
Right.
So if you have Game Pass, you should get it.
Yeah.
So Abby saw it and started playing it, but she had watched me play a lot of it. So she was like, I joined call and she was playing it and I was like, oh, hey, I see you're playing Clair Obscur. And she was like, yeah, I just want to see if I like the combat. I probably won't play all of it. And then the next day, she spent the entire day in call playing Clair Obscur.
God damn.
And then the day after, I joined call because I think I was busy the day before. But the day after I joined and I was like, hey, what happened to getting a hang of the combat? And she was like, yeah, that changed. And so she was just telling me that since she watched me, the characters I used were Mael, Monoko, and Verso. She was just like, I'm gonna use Mael, CL, and Luna.
Mix
so that it's
up.
like a little different. Yeah, and so she was just playing through the game. She told me yesterday. Actually, she told me that she finished it.
Wow.
She said something like she 2-shot the Paintress or something, which is like the last boss, which is insane.
Damn.
But yeah, it was. I mean, it's a fun game. I love that game so much. And I kind of came to the conclusion that I think that's going to win Game of the Year.
I feel like it's definitely a high contender.
I was talking in Connor's stream, I think it was day before yesterday, maybe? I don't know.
Sure.
Or yesterday. No, it was yesterday. All of the Game of the Year contenders are either sequels or games that were made by the same team enough so that they look like a different game, like another game. So, like, Donkey Kong Bonanza is just Mario Odyssey but better.
Yeah.
Right? And Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Silk Song is Hollow Knight but better. Like, if you strip it down to the bare bones, it's just Hollow Knight but better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Death Stranding 2, again, Death Stranding but better.
Yeah.
What was the other one that's up for it?
We don't really know yet, but
yeah. If Ghost of Yote is there, I mean, if it does do really good, I think that's a high contender too.
Yeah, I mean, Ghost of Tsushima was nominated for a bunch, but it didn't win shit, which was so upsetting.
But realistically, it's another sequel.
Yeah.
Clair Obscur, so far, is the only one that's like it's its own individual game, and that
original.
has made, and not just that, but like what Abby was talking about. It's like it's not. It's like it follows a lot of the things of JRPGs, but it's made in the West, which is insane. Like,
right, it's made its own splash.
Yeah. So that's why I still think Clair Obscur might win.
I could see it, honestly.
I think the only thing that Silk Song might have over it, I mean, granted, they're two very different. I mean, they're completely different genres, so who knows? But Silk Song might have content. Silk Song has more content for sure.
Okay. That's
than
fair.
Clair Obscur. Like, Clair Obscur has a lot of content, but realistically, I'm about like maybe a little like 47 hours into the game.
Sure.
And I've already I've beat the game, and I'm at the very last boss, right? Connor has only gotten one ending out of I think 3 in Silk Song, and he's already at 37 hours.
God damn. I've only played 6 hours of Silk Song. Oh, no.
So content-wise, Silk Song beats Clair Obscur for sure. Like, just, like, amount of content.
Right. I don't know if just because something is more, though, doesn't mean that it's inherently better.
Exactly. And Connor was, like, he made the argument of, like, oh, well, the pricing. I'm like, yeah, but Game of the Year does not depend on pricing. If it did, then Silk Song would win.
Yeah, true.
100%.
It's very true.
Because that's what is it, $29.99 or $19.99 or something like that?
Silk Song is $20, yeah.
for that much content, it would have won Game of the Year immediately.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And like Clair Obscur, for a game that's only $49, I think it's $49.99.
Something like that.
It has a lot of content, and it's a really good game, and it's the kind of game that I would have paid $69.99 for it.
Mm-hmm.
But it, like, admittedly, Silksong has upwards of like hundreds of dollars worth of content, if we're talking like, like if content and money had anything to do with each other. Yeah, I
feel you. I know what you mean. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, so, but I think that I definitely think, and if it doesn't win, I'm gonna be so sad. If Silksong wins, then it deserves it, honestly, too. But if DK Bonanza wins, I might just throw myself out the window. Like,
yeah, straight to defenestration. 100%
yeah,
agree.
like there's no way. It is gonna be, it's God of War versus Elden Ring all over again, but this time it's Clair Obscur versus Silksong.
Right. God, it's even
depending on how Ghost of Yote does. Obviously.
Yeah. I don't know. It's one of the things. Like, I would obviously I would be happy if Monster Hunter is even like mentioned. If Monster Hunter gets nominated, I'm like, it's not winning shit, but I'm happy if that it's there.
I've heard Monster Hunters, and you know what else I heard? I heard Split Fiction.
Oh yeah, people did suggest. Well, it's because it's only just because years ago, It Takes Two won Game of the Year.
Okay.
In a year of like, I don't even remember what year it was, but I don't know if there was a lot.
Yeah,
that
but
year.
It's like I don't know.
I don't see
it's against Clair Obscur and Silksong and DK, but like I'd be surprised if it gets nominated.
Respectful, I think not to say that I don't think. I think that it deserves to get nominated. I don't know if it will this year because there's so much good shit that came out this year. Like there's just so many, like, for lack of a better term, like blockbuster game releases this year.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Yes, that's another big one
I've heard a lot of.
That one, I feel like people kind of forget about it because of how it came out in like the front half of the year. So I feel like it might get forgotten about a bit. But that game really like kicked ass on drop. Like, I still want to play that game now.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. There's a lot. I'm very fascinated to see what happens. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to see what happens too. Like Connor was saying, like, oh, I would vote for this. I'm like, it's not a voting thing. It's just basically, what's his name and his buddies.
Jeffrey.
You know? Yeah.
I mean, there is like a vote though.
Yeah. Yeah, there is kind of.
But I know
what I would give though, if Clair Obscur gets nominated, what I would give to be there to listen to the medley that they do at the end.
Oh, dude.
I would kill. Oh my god.
I still remember, like, because I've gone back, because I mentioned before that I was at the Game Awards 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
This one, Jesus Christ, yeah. But was it longer than that? Oh fuck, I don't remember. Anywho, being there in person and hearing the orchestra play, like, chills. Like I've rewatched the musical performances that happened, and it's still like I still feel it, you know. It's like,
I would have. I think I would have given my left titty to go last year.
Damn.
Why
the left one?
Only when 21 Pilots performed that one song from Arcane.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I would have. They needed to make a version of that where it had that scream. It was so good.
Why the left titty though? Why not the right one? Like, why specifically that
right
one?
I don't want to give away Jimmy the Titty.
Mick fucking excuse me? What?
That's gonna be in the description, isn't it? Jimmy the Titty.
Why? That might be one of the titles. Why Jimmy?
I don't know. I just came up with it. I literally just came up with it. I don't know. It's
like there was a pro wrestler a few years ago whose name is R-Truth, who used to, like, part of his gimmick was he used to walk around with an imaginary friend named Little Jimmy. So now that's all I can fucking think about when you're like, Jimmy the Titty. It's all like, Little Jimmy. Yeah. It's just R-Truth being like, what? Oh, god damn it. Man.
I don't see the problem.
What the fuck? That's all I can sit here and say at the end. Man.
What's going on today? What are we doing today? I'm actually looking at stuff that's on sale.
What are you doing?
I'm looking at the PlayStation store and looking.
Oh, you're looking at the PlayStation. Okay. Do we want to wrap up this episode?
No, I think I'm just gonna sit here and do this.
Oh, okay.
No, did you see Assassin's Creed Shadow has a DLC? I haven't even played that game.
Anywho.
Anyways, if you're listening on YouTube, you should go check out our Spotify. Ooh, Sonic and Shadows is on sale. Sorry. No, kidding. No, if you're listening on Spotify, go check out our YouTube. Go subscribe to the YouTube. Go like the YouTube. Go do everything to the YouTube. That sounded weird. If you're listening on YouTube, go check out our Spotify. Go follow us on Spotify. Go touch our Spotify.
Whoa.
Posts coming on Twitter soon about topics and stuff. Make sure you go comment and, I don't know, see what you want to talk about. Discord. Join our Discord if you also want to recommend topics. See, I told you I was going to talk about this again. We don't talk about the TikTok. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next week. And that all being said, bye-bye.
Woo!
I thought you were just going to scream Jimmy the Tiddy.
Oh, fuck, I should have.